do I qualify as a man? I would say no. I'm not yet a man. Because the man as the figure, the theoretical or hypothetical figure that he's meant to be, should be a provider, it should be a covering, it should be all of this and all of that. But how many men can achieve that? Not too many. So the same way, when you look at a woman, this woman is supposed to be this, supposed to be that. So we've built up too many ideals for men and for women. That's when I said marriage was overrated. That's what I meant.
But
because there are too many expectations for all of that.
But we all know that there's no 100% person. So you get at least 80% you settle with. But I have checked statistics. I wish I had brought them up. The women, though, most of the times even reach 80% of a man's expectation. True story, I was at a baby shower with a group of friends of mine. And one of the ladies was telling me, you know, ladies right now, you're expecting to find a man with 100, but it doesn't happen. And then the other lady said, no, at least 80. The other two married women, one of their husbands is there, said 80. I met this one with 40%, but she also trained him. The man is also, he stands right. She said 40%. The other one said, no, the other said, one said 50. She said 50. You're even lucky, my sister. Mine, 40%. That's how I found this man. 40%. She was willing to work with him and train. She could see the potential. So my point is, the men, when it comes to, I think, understanding even what a commitment a husband and expectations of them initially for marriage are not yet men, like you're pointing out. But the women will have most of the characteristics when you're entering the marriage. And it will be, was it 80%? This was, I think, documented. So it's a little bit unfair in this on this playground.
No, you know, in all honesty, I think even the original question is wrong. The original question should be, what do women want?
Oh, okay. We can answer that easily.
I can answer that.
That's really easy.
You have a paper.
Let me tell you, let me see. And honestly, this is just my opinion. Of course, when we are much younger, right, we have this fantasy of the kind of man we want and all of that. But of course, those ideas quickly evolve because as you become a little bit older, right, those ideas start evolving and you start, so your list start getting a little bit smaller of the people, of the kind of husband you want, okay? So, but I know that, see, for women, it's very easy. A man that loves them, pays attention, okay? You pay attention to, right? And you care about, what she wants. And if you do that for a woman, and I'm telling you, everything else that you want will follow that. That's just the truth. Women are easy. Is that what they're looking for me is that commitment. Once you have that commitment, most times, I'm going to say most times, I'm not going to say every time, most times, okay, the woman will do everything for you because you are meeting that basic need they're looking for. And that's just the truth. So if you don't know, I know, and I hear you talk about people that, the sex maybe might not be good. Let me tell you something. Women will go out of their way. If they know they are lacking in that area and you tell them that, okay, they will go find things to do. They will go find things to do to figure out how to keep you happy if you tell them that. But if you go out and you start going out and you start looking for other women right away because she's not satisfying you and you don't have that conversation with her, okay, that's where the trouble starts from. And I'm not saying it works in every situation. Sometimes it doesn't always work out like that. But usually, if the woman is satisfied and happy with you and you have a problem with her, she will fix it. She will fix it. So you're not giving her credit by going out and say, oh, we have different, or I have the, I mean, what do you want, man? Is it sex? Doesn't matter who. Is it sex? You can get it. But let her know what it is that she's lacking. Let her fix it. Let her find ways to meet that need for you. But if you are not even giving her a chance to do it and you're running out to go and start looking for other women, other young girls, small girls, that it's annoying, it's disrespectful. That's where you begin to have problems.
Okay, Anita. Like when I said, that's one, actually two, what's the third one I can think of? Experiences of men who said, okay, fine. I remember the guy was telling me that she now went and when he now had the issues, his sister-in-law now came to him. He said he remembered that when he was about to get married, he went to her and asked her, what exactly do women want? She says why. I said, because he plans to keep his marriage. And he said he couldn't remember that. But then the love, the affection, the respect, he was giving all that to the woman. But this woman, like I said, first of all, the woman starved him of sex. And honestly, most of the porn movies on my phone, he's the one who sends them to me, because he got hooked on pornography when he was married, because that's the only way he could find really his sexual urge, because he couldn't get to his wife. That's one. There is a guy now here in London. He stays just down, not too far from me. The same thing. He got his wife. I think one of all these Igbo boys. He went to marry in Nigeria. I don't know what happened. So he got another wife, brought her to the UK. As we speak, the man doesn't sleep in his room, in married room. He sleeps downstairs. And there was this day, he came into the room without knocking. The woman was changing, and she covered herself. So, what's wrong with you? Why didn't you knock? You want to see me naked? That's a woman who is still his wife. And the guy is still there. Guy, you are not married. Get out of it. He said, no, he has children. So because of the children. So the woman, like they say in the Bible, he's suffering him under Pontius Pilate. And he's still there in the house because he respects his children. That is a true life experience there.
This is a rare case. This is my first time
These
to
are
hear
rare cases.
some of these are rare cases. But besides that, Anita has been saying, have these conversations. And that's why I'm saying, when you have mentors or you have people you can get together, because they're going to have this conversation. You can't just have it with you together and say, hey, this is him and the wife, if they have to have a facilitator. And that brings in the next thing. African men don't like canceling. They don't.
Cancel. I've gone to their homes. What are they experiencing? What experience are they using to counsel you?
What I'm saying is counseling, actually going to professional counseling. I'm yet to see an African man where you can, because I have friends where female friends who say that is a non-starter. So that's another plea, African men, please. I mean, if you really want to fix, even if it doesn't mean you stay together, but at least, okay, we have this roadblock. We have to have a discussion. It's not easy. Let's have a facilitator.
Yeah.
And see how we can navigate.
Yeah.
Because it has to be happening.
Mulala, I completely agree with you. As much as I tend towards Christianity and the Bible, I'm not going to go to a pastor to counsel me. One.
Professional.
As a Catholic, first of all, the Catholic pastors, priests are not married. So from what position?
They're just little boys. But anyway.
And even the Pentecostal ones that are, show boys.
We're not going to talk about that today, people. Please, I don't want people.
No, but you're using the wrong counselor, because what's the problem? If your problem,
I was coming to the professional counselors.
Yeah,
but who's going to counsel you from what Karl Marx said or what Martin Luther said? Are they counseling you from experiential knowledge? No, every marriage is different. Every relationship is different. So how can they counsel you based on their own relationship?
They're not counseling. They're not supposed to counsel you based on your own relationship. That if that is what's happening, you have to look for the next one. If you're really into looking into fixing the problem, you make sure you find a facilitator, whether it is spiritual counseling or a marriage therapist, but you find a person who has to be neutral. This person has to be, it's not about, oh, my marriage is perfect, so I can fix yours. No, you guys have a problem. This is even in negotiations. Yes. Sometimes you have that middle person. This is not someone who has a million trillion dollar company, but this is someone who's trying to see the sides, and so that each of you can see each other's perspectives, or at least agree to disagree, or how to move on from there. Because sometimes you need that third person.
It's like she said, it's just a mediator. It's a mediator because, so for instance, like, so you're having issues with sex with your wife, right? Because she's so like, because some people are so in their own mind, right? She thinks maybe she has built up some reasons in her mind why she's right, right? What she thinks about the way she was brought up. She thinks that her ideas about sex is right, and the man is just over, it's too much, right? That's her own belief. So she needs somebody else. So you guys are going to go to counselor. I wish more like a mediator to say, hey, listen, have you thought about it? Because have you thought about his perspective? Are you talking about, and so she kind of opens up her mind to think about your own side of the story, right? And that's why you need a counselor. Because if communication is breaking down between you and your wife, and you guys can no longer communicate, you guys can no longer talk, and you're no longer hearing each other. At that point, you need somebody else to step in, and that person is going to be able to tell both of you the truth about what the issues are with the marriage. And that's why I keep saying talk. The talking because you'll be surprised that talking or communicating solves a multitude of the problems. You just have to have that communication. It's very important.
Okay, so again, you guys are watching and listening to AMZ TV, and I'm here with my friends on the chat. Yeah. So,
Wait.
piggybacking on this.
I'm asking, wait, okay. The husband goes in and she says, you want to see me naked?
Yeah.
But so that problem is
sorry for him.
The elderly women in her life should not have sent her into marriage without having a chat with her. That one is totally a different. They didn't prepare.
There's a problem. There's a huge issue.
the guys, and the worst thing you can do to any man is that, like they say, outside the men try to put up a brave front, but we are all tender inside. So what you do, like they say, if you go outside, it's as if you're wearing your armor, as if you're going to war. But when you get home, you take off all the armor, and the softness that's who you really are is what you show to your partner.
Yeah.
And at that stage, the man is the most vulnerable. That's why it's the easiest thing for a man's partner to get at him, because he's taking off all the armor, all the front he puts up to protect himself.
But it's both ways, though. It's both
and the woman,
It's both ways. It's both ways.
Yes, both ways.
So I'm going to ask this. Okay, we've been on that topic. I'm going to move along now. Does size matter?
Can I say something quickly? Just one more. Well, hold on. Let me just listen. See, that's why.
That's one of the questions that was asked.
Does size matter? The Cross River State, the Calabar people, right? Calabar in Nigeria. Yeah, that's what we are talking about this before, right? Traditions take our time to teach their women how to keep a husband.
Well, like the Zambians, Malala's place.
Zambia, they do that. Calabar, they do that.
Malala is Zambia, not Zimbabwe.
No, she's from Zambia. So,
what does that mean? Wait, hold on. What does that mean? Why are you saluting her? What have you heard?
Growing up, I read Kenneth Count that Zambia must be free, and I've always loved Zambia. And Zambia, when did they win Nations Cup? Something, I think they played Nigeria, and Nigeria beat them in the finals. So I've always been, what's the word now? Being fascinated by Zambia.
Yeah.
And I have a few Zambian friends, and the Zambian women are actually very fine and everything. And so that's why
Malala is, you see her.
Malala is a beautiful woman. And once I have enough money, I'm coming to America.
Billion, nothing less than $1 billion, please. I'll be waiting. Billion.
In Nigeria, naira.
Said dollars.
US, thank you. And
there's one millionaire that just brought him to America.
Not naira. US dollars. I'll be waiting faithfully.
There's one Nigerian billionaire that just brought to US now.
Oh, please give me his address. Is he single?
So, Anita, what were you saying about Calabar and?
No. What I was saying was that so really something is fundamentally wrong, right, with that couple that you're talking about, because there's a fundamental wrong problem. Because that girl, her parents apparently never told her anything about marriage. And that's really wrong. And that's where, like Molala was saying last week, right? We really need to be able to coach our children, our women, right? To let them know what marriage is. Marriage is like you're there, it's a partnership that you're there to satisfy your husband and vice versa. You have to know that it has to be, oh, you want to see me naked? That's stupid, like that's
no, but he gave background to that. They're not on good terms, right?
No, but that's why they're not on good terms, because of that.
No, isn't it why they're not on good terms? So he has another wife, he has another girl, and he's coming into the bedroom.
No.
Oh, okay, I heard you wrong.
No. The guy sleeps downstairs on the couch or one of the rooms.
But there's a reason. There must be a reason. Okay, you guys are forgetting the part that I'm not saying is right. But then when women tie sex to emotions,
there's something
if
they're
she's
angry
not
about.
happy with the man, sex is the last thing on her mind.
Yeah.
And yes, good or bad, she probably will. I really don't know what's the point of actually punishing a man with sex, because he just steps right outside and get what he wants. That's what I think, But yeah, when a woman is not happy with you, she doesn't care for you to touch her or have sex. Men, on the other hand, sex is sex. Emotion is emotion.
That's what I said.
And this used to bother me. This used to bother me like a long time ago, in relationships where you're angry with someone, you're dating someone, or you're with someone in a committed relationship, and you fight, you argue about something, and then later it's like,
later night, the guy will
they're
tap
like,
you.
what? Like, what the F? And it's like, well, this will help to heal. No, it will not. But that's the thing about men and women.
Too short, What one of my friends used to do then, I don't know if he was joking, I said, he used to do the who wants to be a millionaire question routine. Last guy said, final answer? I say, yeah. Say, final answer? Yeah. Say, you want me to phone a friend? So if you don't want to, I'll phone a friend and you go there.
No, that's making it worse. That's no. But anyway, I did ask a question. Does size matter?
Yes.
To men or to women?
To everyone, men, women. Well, I know it will be taken from the side of woman's point of view, but do men feel? You had actually, when we talked about threesomes, and you said if it's a younger man with a bigger or more impressive phallus or member, you would feel you wouldn't like it. So size does matter. What has size got to do with it?
For me, I think that issue, the problem is what has come to stay based on the adult entertainment scene, because all the actors
in those porn on your phone,
almost all the actors they use have got quite are all very heavily endowed. So we feel or we think that is what women want.
Very good, very good.
I don't know. So I can't talk from the woman's point of view.
Because I've actually heard people say that before. That is the porn industry that gives men that idea. But those women are acting, and people cannot.
Those guys are actors. That's why the same problem that the porn industry has created, Disney has created its own problem too. Because every woman now expects a Prince Charming to come riding on a white horse. And not even figuratively, white horse in the sense that, okay, the guy has all the words. Like, I like Mulana now, and if I don't have $1 billion,
that's it. Not gonna work.
Created that in her head, that the man has to be lofty, he has to be a king, he has to be a prince, and all that. But even at that, the princes of this world,
thumbs up.
the princes of this world, like one of the princes we have here, who got married to an African descendant and all of that, we still find out that the guy has issues. So even princes, that's one of those TV dramas they used to show that the rich also cry.
You cry in luxury.
Sorry?
You cry in Paris. You cry with champagne. There's a difference than me crying in my basement.
In terms of size, it's there's a period in time that actually used to bother me, and I was looking at see what and I know that India there's a lot of enhancements. Women go, you can enhance, you can do bust enhancement, you can do the anal, this thing. So I was looking, there's a possibility that you can do a phallic enhancement and have a bigger stuff. So in all honesty, I used to say it as a joke, but then we have a saying in my place, saying that from joke, not person they talk through. So there's a possibility I had enough resources and I was bold enough, I will go and have it extended, because when I watch these movies and you see the way the actresses act when they have someone like that, you wonder, okay, maybe if I had this, it would make a difference.
Women never satisfied. Mm-hmm.
That's why people take.
Well, no, I actually want to hear from you guys. What do you think? Mulala, does size matter?
So he's raised up a few good points. For what I'm almost agreeing with you, sir. I think this one. I think images are put into your head and they become what you define as it matters, right? And now, like I'm kind of taking in what he's saying. Like, does it really matter? Because at the end of the day, personally, I think it goes back to, as for me as a woman, what am I really looking for? Come to think of it, I don't think that's on my, my number one, billionaire B. So we'll have to improvise or manage, the rest. Billionaire, respectful, that one is, that would not be, on my top list.
Can I just cut in quickly? You are a woman, so you know it. Like I've read books and everything that a woman can achieve satisfaction through different means. It doesn't have to be penile penetration. You can achieve satisfaction from massaging certain areas and touching certain areas, that you can achieve orgasm through that. I don't know how true it is, but you're a woman. If you're honest enough, is that true? Because if that is true, then it might follow that the size doesn't really matter, because you don't need the size to massage that. From the reading, because I don't know, I'm not a woman, that I think penile orgasm, actually it's about 40 or something percent, that most women achieve orgasm through clitoral stimulation, those ones who haven't been caught. So I do not know. So that's what I'm asking. If it's possible that they do that, that means there's a possibility that size doesn't really matter.
Well, has the women told you, the women here told you that size matters? I haven't heard from Anita.
No, I mean, again, so I don't think it matters. I think it depends on what the person needs. So I don't think everybody's really interested in, some people want that, size. Some people
I think, if you ask me,
I think it's really more of the affection and intimacy that really matters to women. So if you're really intimate and I don't think the size is an issue. But of course,
I mean, women are ready to work with a man. To me, I think the size is overrated. A lot of guys who have big members or big phallic members, whatever, actually have problems. They only do porn. That's where you find them. People who have, and I have had friends who, guys who have told me their challenges because they're big. It's you want to be able, again, having said that, I've also had people who, again, are we talking about child size? Then that's a problem. You see what I'm saying? We're not talking child size. We're talking, as a man, you should have you should have man size, but the porn just gives you, that again, that's
not realistic.
And it's not. And there's a lot of stop. Those women are being paid. The men usually it's work. A heavily endowed man really has very limited. I believe so, because I've actually talked about this topic before with men and women.
So that's where, I can agree with you that's what I think I meant when I was saying yes. It shouldn't be, a man, at least it's
man size.
Exactly. So it matters in that.
Like a friend of mine would say,
what size is man size?
What
It's not
size?
a boy size. It's not a boy size. Let's just
No,
put
yeah,
it.
you know a little boy size, and you see a man. A man should look like a man and not like a boy.
Because
Yes.
there are young 18-year-old boys who,
That's a
man,
man.
they say, I see what they have, man.
Well, that's a man. That's not a boy. I'm talking when I mean a
Okay.
man having, yeah, an 18-year-old boy is a man. That's a man size. He's not a little boy anymore. He can be a father. You know, when I say boy size, we're talking 6 years old, 5-year-old. You know what I mean? That's something is wrong. But I think a man size is, you know, people talk about size. I know they're like, oh my God, yeah. But the truth of the matter is, nobody wants to feel pain. Okay, when that thing is too big, you're going to feel pain. That's wasting everybody's time. And that's the truth. You see porn, they do those things in porn, and you're like, huh? Oh my God.
As women, no, in all honesty, because this is very important to me, because like about 5 years ago, there's this girl, man, nice, lovely, lovely girl that I really liked. And she was honest enough with me that, man, she only does big, very big.
Yeah, because she started with big.
Yeah.
She's gone big. Once you've gone big, it's like once you've gone black.
And we're still friends till today.
Yeah.
I still like her. But I know that she said what she wants, and I know that's not what I have. So there's really no point in,
And I'm going to come in here. Many years ago, I met a guy that I really, really liked. And this was just me doing youth service. So that was my early 20s. So I did meet this guy, loved him, great guy, excited about him. He took off his clothes. I'm like, what is this? He's like, and he's shy about it. He's very well endowed. I'm like, I don't even have kids. You're going to destroy me with this. So I asked him, do you have a girlfriend? He said, yes. I better go to her. No woman is going to take that. He actually did go back to his girlfriend, married her.
Okay.
Again, if you've had that training, it's true that a girl, again, you've gotten used to it. But that's not, to me, that's not the, I don't think that's popular. Do you see what I'm saying? And I've had people say things like this before, like girls, you know, I remember even if this was a friend I was in a relationship with told me there was a guy, everyone knew him, and they called him a name but he's always been with that one girl. No girl is going to go there. Porn stars will, because you pay them money. Mm-hmm. Do you see what I'm saying? You pay, it's a job.
It's not about the size.
And a lot of times you have to work those girls. You see them in some of the porn, if you watch some of the porn, they have to work them. They have to, you know, get them oiled up. It's not easy, you know, and then they ask for more money for those guys that are, so you find guys that, you know, yeah, when you're that way, that's one way to do it. Or people who are commercial sex workers, they will charge you extra. That's a lot of work. You're spending so much time, instead of you enjoying it, you're spending time trying to accommodate something. That's a lot of work, unless you've been trained.
It's very, very comforting for some of us. And I think for quite some of us who might be like me. So it's very comforting to hear.
Oh, please.
It's all about intimacy. It's intimacy.
Thank you, Anita.
Intimacy is what it is.
Do you know how many men have big members and they don't know how to use it?
Yeah.
Okay, no.
Big thing doesn't mean you can make love.
No. I'm saying you're not coming into another realm entirely.
Many guys with big members cannot do it.
What else do they do? What else do they need to do? Start it, remove it, start it, remove it.
There's more to it than that.
Okay, if they do not know how to, okay, you tell the guy, okay, lie down, let me show you how to do it. So the guy has to do too much once he has what he has.
No, that's not true. That's what I keep saying.
That's what I'm saying. It doesn't work when it's being too big. Women, talk to women, and we're going to come back and talk about this again. Size, when it's too big, it shouldn't just be boy size. It should be something that you should know something is there. I remember a friend of mine will be like, girls are bad though. She's like, the guy takes off. Another friend was telling us, like, he takes off his stuff, and you're like, well, what am I? What? This would tickle me.
Uh-huh. So it should be the right size. So size does matter with women.
It shouldn't. That's why I said it should be, because a lot of men, just like Ruke, feels that it has to be big. It does not have to be. They need it to be. Men think it has to be Just like women think big boobs is what attracts them, guys who don't like big boobs. So it's just the same way men think that if they're endowed, you know, like, oh, they've got a 10-incher or it's 11. Okay, you know what? You're going to limit yourself. Not many women are going to be taking that.
Yeah.
And that's just the truth.
So Ruki, you need to get your game up. Okay, you need to get your game up.
Okay, no, to be honest with you,
no, it's not all about that.
No, Anita, to be honest with you, if I'm honest, because I felt okay that I might not be that endowed.
Stop watching porn.
And I had to now think.
That's what's messing with your head.
Extra of going the extra mile.
Okay, you know you're fine. You know you're fine.
Then the other body parts that you can use, if you think you're not.
You know you're doing too much. A woman just wants to feel loved. She just wants to feel. You know, just even simple things like you send her. I'm not sure your women, but you send her flowers. That would already start the. What I'm trying to. It's just as Anita has put it. You know, that intimacy. You don't have to, all this other stuff is just all show, all this, the porn, has to go out. It's just too much. It's what's been put in our heads. You've even said it.
Yeah, the
try to understand what she likes. Learn about her. What is it that, you know, really turns her on? It's not about sex.
Yeah, like Malala is saying, you can use the porn as a way to get you guys, you know, started. But you shouldn't just base all of your, like...
men are studying porn. Yeah. They study it, and now it's starting to affect them. It affects their relationship. I'm telling you, they cannot get the kind of sensation and satisfaction that they get from porn, from real relationships. Not you, I'm saying men.
No, the only way I would agree with you is because when you say men, not just men, some women do too.
No, women watch. I mean, yeah, I'm saying that, okay, but I'm thinking it's more of a man thing. You know, I'm not saying women don't watch porn. I mean, why? I mean, come on. No.
Again, like I said, it's all to get started. So, you know, like you do that to get in the mood, right?
Yeah.
But you also have to study the woman. Some women would not want that. Study her as an individual. Learn what
some women. I have friends who have complained to me, and again, it's something we're probably going to talk about again. You know, maybe in another episode. Porn. Because not all women are on the same page. I have friends who've complained to me, my husband watches porn. To me, that's a sin. I can't compare to those women there. It's, to me, I think it's only when it becomes a problem. See, the thing is, if a man is not, I'm all about transparency. I don't see how you can stop men from watching porn. So to me, it would be nice if it can include you. But I also know men who will not include their women, because it's just a private thing. So that's something we're going to talk about at maybe not today, but porn. I know people who say porn, they cannot compete. Men too. I mean, I remember, again, it was actually a couple. He was saying he didn't like his wife watching porn because she was like, it was a way for, she thought it was okay. See, this is my thing. Like Anita said, you have to be on the same page, because before you got married, my friend is wild. When I say wild doesn't mean bad. I'm just saying she went to the uni, she's had boyfriends before you, she's had a life before you. So of course, somewhere she must have watched porn. And then, but as they got married and she had brought it up, it's like, what? You watch porn? Oh, you can watch porn. That's a man thing. I'm talking, these are not, they're even younger than us. Do you see what I'm saying? So he's like, I don't know what planet that is, but that was a problem.
Where's that guy from? The guy is something.
But not all men feel comfortable. And this is what's his problem. He said, because like what you said, a lot of the men, so he was like, you watch porn? Well, all the men there are hung. Is that what you want? Do you see what I'm saying? So it kind of made him feel inadequate. So it's the same thing when women watch porn. When a man is so into porn and that's all he thinks about. Well, again, for me, if you're watching porn, it's fine. Just don't take it from my time. That's time for me. Okay, you can do your porn. Okay. I'm just not, but don't. You shouldn't be stealing my time.
Confession, true story. A few years, quite some time back, I had this girl I was with. We're going on. All of a sudden, I heard a slap.
I was gonna come to.
So what's that? You said it's part of. I said part of what?
Wait, slap on your face? Where was the slap?
You know, honestly, I lost the erection.
50 Shades. 50 Shades.
Remember we talked about communication?
What's that? What? You are who?
Let me tell you, this true story. This happened to my friend. True story. No, seriously. I'm gonna see if I can bring her on.
It's messing you all up.
I'm gonna know porn. She said,
And she was South African.
this
South
happened.
African.
Oh, Molala, she was South African.
This is true story. I love you. I'm not gonna call her name, but she shared this with me. She was with this guy. And the next thing is, you know how when you watch porn, when they spit?
Mm-hmm.
Amy. I can't laugh with you. I can't.
She said, she's like, his farts. He's like, what the fuck? Again, it's like,
you see, that's the good blend.
It's messing you. In the South, we don't do porn. The women, they're better actors than the porn. They're trained. Ruke, if you go down there, you won't even have time for porn. The women, they'll do gymnastics they don't even need the pole. So don't we don't do porn. They will crawl up that, my dear. You won't even, that stuff, you get rid of it.
They won't need the pole. You heard that?
They won't even need the pole. They have skills. Them girls have skills.
Since then, I've always been scared. So when I'm, I'm apprehensive. I hope this was not going to slap me.
No, but porn is doing damage though.
It
tells me that about the spitting.
It's a turn off.
It's fat. You know, like it's like, what was that?
Mm.
And then she was asking me, has that happened to you before? I'm like, no. No one's been that stupid. It's a movie, people. At least ask. Don't
Exactly.
Like, you know, is this
so what are you?
This is what they do in porn. They keep spitting.
No, people. You have people. I mean, people usually will ask, right? And what are you into?
Come on, ask. Don't go slapping people.
Just come and slap me.
or hitting them on the genitals.
No, I'm saying in terms of the speech, what kind is part on her?
You never see her.
No.
Really? It's very popular, girls. Don't you guys see it in porn? Where they spit?
I haven't seen it.
Oh, I
know. It's a turn off because for me, it's all acting. So
Mulala doesn't watch porn, so she doesn't know what I'm talking about.
I don't know what it's just a I mean, this is acting, and then if you even read documentaries of how people go through pain, like I don't get it. I don't get it.
It's you can even tell sometimes they're in pain.
I don't get it.
Then it's acting. It's very fake. But people just like, they watch a movie, they can't differentiate, you know, like this is acting and this is, you know.
Get a girl to dance for you. I don't get it. You know, I don't get it.
Yeah, I mean, so Ruke, you guys, I mean, I think you guys, you are overthinking the porn thing. Yeah, so just don't focus on the person that is in front of you, and
make movies with them.
There you go. If you want to do that.
No, I advise them not to do movies.
Why? Because it will get leaked out.
Yeah, because
most movies are being leaked by people who want to be famous.
You know, they hack too many things now, so you are not too sure. So okay. I have people, right? You know, I did at times some things to ginger my swagger, if you understand what I'm saying. But I say, okay, do not put your face. I know who you are, so you don't have to see your face. So if you put your face, there's a possibility someone might hack into my phone, or my phone might get caught, or the SD card, I have to take it somewhere and it falls and somebody gets that. And, you know, I think the internet and social media and mobile communications has been the undoing of, I think, over 70 or 80% of marriages. Because it's one way or the other, some things come out that were hidden. So
that goes back to disrespect. Anita's been saying, if you're married and you really love that, I think in some of the cases they don't care whether the wife sees or not, and that's why they'll post it. But if you really say you love your
you're on the right track until you now use the word wife.
Okay, forget what even relationship, even if your partner. Let's use your partner,
because either the wife or the husband.
Oh, okay, I hear you. So you either don't care about your partner, spouse, because you're posting it because everybody knows in this day and age, or you are just being slick and you're not coming out to say, this is my problem, honey, this is where we're having, so this is what do we do? And then you do this stuff and later on it blows up in your face and you're blaming social media. There's nothing to blame social media about. Everybody's in a doubt.
Yeah. I mean, honestly, you have, so for some women who know, they know what their husband is doing, like they've come to that agreement. And we talked about that last time, like where, look, they know what the man is doing because they've gotten to that point where she knows I'm not going to be able to do, like he has other needs that I cannot meet. They have that agreement. And even when you come and tell her, she might just say, oh yeah, it's okay. No, they will. They're like, yeah, he told me about it. Oh, so yeah, his girlfriend, right? Oh, I know. He told me about you. Because they already know. That's what I'm saying. I'm not, so is that coming? You'd be surprised what sometimes, like we talked about this before, what women would do to keep their husbands. So it's, if you'd be surprised. Now they're either going to try by themselves to see if they can satisfy you. Okay, they're going to find toys and stuff and things to do to make it more interesting in the bedroom. If that doesn't help, and you still need to go out, they may organize the girl for you by themselves. So if the girl now thinks that, like, you know what I'm saying, like, so all of those things happen. So, but when you're trying to cheat on that woman, and she doesn't know all that you're doing, that's where you're shooting yourself in the foot. Because for all you know, because she may come up with things that are even more interesting.
More interesting than what you even,
what you're looking for outside. She just needs to know what you're into. Oh, you like that? Oh, I didn't know you like that. Oh, yeah, I have an idea too.
Right.
So you just talk it through.
Something like that now. Like I said, all the experience I'm talking about happened long ago, not my present day.
Ruke, you want to backtrack now? Okay.
One of my friends, one of the relationships I had then, and backtrack. Okay. And I said, okay, what is my fantasy? And at first, I was too scared to tell her what my fantasy was.
You have to be open about those things.
But now I put that over. So, is that what is? It's okay. Let's try it.
Exactly.
And we did, and and the respect I had for her now grew higher.
Sister, you were on my page.
Yeah, and he knows.
So you were on my page all this time. You're just trying to just push my buttons, right? Okay.
Want an angel or a Mother Teresa outside when you see them working together, but in the bedroom they want a woman who's what should I use? A freak.
But that doesn't work. In Zambia, trust me, the women are angels. When you see them on the streets, you even think, will this even work? They're taught starting from the age of, once they reach, puberty, they already have their first training by the time they're getting married. Unless it's just, it's not all families that are into it, also culturally and everything, but they are taught. So that is the least of the men's problem, but we have the highest when it comes to either divorce and marriage. That shouldn't even be one of the problems.
So why are you from the area where they teach all that too?
What did he say?
Are you from the area where they teach all that?
Let me tell you something. I'm Zambian, but I haven't really grown up in that culture. But it's all the whole of Zambia. Mostly, there are tribes that are more. What's that?
That answers the question. That's a yes. That's a yes for me.
She said she didn't grow up in the culture. She said
she didn't grow up in that culture. My parents did not expose me. They didn't expose me, but the tribe that I'm from is known for that. But I was not exposed to that culture. No.
It's a good tribe. It's a good tribe. It's a good tribe. It's a good tribe. So if I get like you and everything,
It's a good tribe. Are you sure about that?
So it seems to me from what Malala is saying, undermining the fact that those women have been
they teach them the basics.
But then it's not keeping the men. That's what she's saying.
Yes, so it's not solving
So
things.
what do men want? We're back to that.
Thank you.
That's solving the problem, because these women can maneuver any position possible, but
however, it's not keeping this man. So what do men want?
What do you guys want?
You know, honestly, like I said, we've gone full circle and come back.
Yes, and
just like for women too, men, we do not know what we want.
Thank you. No, women, we know.
Yeah, the women,
I know
what they want too.
Did you?
Because nobody wants. So when you see, maybe when you see what you want, you will know it. But can you qualify it? Can you describe it? Can you articulate it? The answer usually is no. But when you see it, you recognize it, because, like I say, deep calls onto deep. And, that you get a kind of connection. And it's okay, this is what I want. But can you articulate it? Usually the answer is no.
Well, okay, on that note, we're just going to pause here so that we will definitely be back, because, oh my goodness, I love these topics. I love the fact that we're not pulling back punches. And our male a member in the panel today didn't hold back punches either. See, you didn't, he gave as good as he got. So that's good. I like that. I mean, you represented the men folk well, I think. I think you did. So that's lovely. Ladies, it's always a pleasure having you guys. We'll be back next week. And this topic is not stopping here. There's just, oh my God. It's always nice to talk about sex. What do men want? Oh my God, I love this. Ruke is going to be back next week, guys. Thank you for tuning in to the chat with me today. I had Ruke Amata, a powerful filmmaker, joined my co-hosts, Mulala and
I didn't know we've been upgraded. I didn't know we've been upgraded.
You didn't
know, promotion, money.
How you
promotion,
do? No, but I'm not doing that. This is all about me. Anyway, so yeah, we will be back next week. Please remember to follow my channel and subscribe, leave comments, write to me. You're always writing. Follow me on Twitter and Instagram at Ameza Superstar. And I have a Facebook page. It's Ameza Superstar. I think that's what it is. Oh my God, just trying to keep, to keep up. But anyway, you're all going to be seeing more and more of Ruke. I love the fact that, you took your questions and you ran with them. So that's of course he's a mature man. What are you going to throw at him? That there's nothing new under the sun, right, Ruke? It was lovely. Lovely having you. Not today.
Not today starts, yeah.
So let's raise our glasses and just, guys, and here's to a new week coming up. I pray for us all to be safe, to be blessed, and let's be kind. Okay, so cheers.
Yes.
Cheers. Okay, bye.
Bye.
Stop recording first.